Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of wealth and power as we count down the top 5 richest presidents in the world. Now you might be thinking, Chico, isn't that a bit gauche talking about money like this? And to that I say, look, I agree, it's a bit icky. But the truth is the folks who run entire countries having more money than a small island nation is worth examining. We're talking obscene wealth, the kind that would make Scrooge McDuck blush. We're talking about yachts that could house small villages, and probably do. We're talking about bank accounts that have more commas than a Jane Austen novel. So buckle up, dear viewers, because we're about to take a wild ride through the opulent lives of these 5 leaders who prove that sometimes having it all means having a whole lot of cash. First up on our capitalist comrades list is none other than Mr. Vladimir Putin. You know him, you might love him, you might fear for his safety when he's around windows. But one thing's for certain, the man's got rubles to spare. Estimates on Putin's wealth are about as reliable as a Russian weather report in February, but some experts put his net worth north of $200 billion. $200 billion. That's enough to buy every single NFL team and still have enough left over to buy Greenland and finally make good on Trump's offer. Where's all that cash come from? Well, let's just say owning a controlling stake in a major Russian energy company like, Gazprom probably helps. Plus, there are those pesky rumors of hidden assets, real estate holdings, and investments that would make even the most seasoned oligarch blush. But hey, who needs transparency when you've got more money than God, right? Donald J. Trump. A man who needs no introduction, primarily because he spent the last 4 decades introducing himself at every possible opportunity. Love him or loathe him, and let's be honest, it's mostly loathe. There's no denying that the Donald has a knack for accumulating wealth. Trump's fortune comes from a hodgepodge of sources: real estate, so many hotels, golf courses because nothing says working class like a round of golf, and even a reality TV show where he pretended to fire people. It's the American dream, baby. If the American dream was built on a foundation of questionable business practices and inherited wealth. Now, Trump's exact net worth is a bit of a mystery, mostly because he seems allergic to releasing his tax returns. It's almost as if he's hiding something. But regardless, Forbes estimates his fortune to be around $2.5 billion. Not quite Putin levels, but still enough to buy a small country, hypothetically. Chapter 3. To Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of luxury. Next up, we're taking a trip to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, where the current supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, reigns supreme. And by reigns supreme, we mean controls every aspect of his citizens' lives while amassing a personal fortune. Now, getting reliable information out of North Korea is about as easy as finding a decent bagel in Pyongyang. But experts estimate that Kim's net worth is somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 billion. That's a lot of ramen noodles. It's believed that Kim's wealth comes from a combination of state-owned enterprises, because who needs a free market when you can just force people to work for you? Foreign investments, funneled through a complex web of shell companies, naturally, and a healthy dose of good old-fashioned corruption. Chapter 4. Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the oil-rich sheikh. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the United Arab Emirates, where Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan sits atop a mountain of petrodollars. As the president of the UAE and the ruler of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Khalifa controls one of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds, estimated to be worth over $800 billion. Now, to be fair, a large chunk of that wealth belongs to the UAE as a whole. Not just Sheikh Khalifa personally, but hey, when you're the ruler of a country, what's yours is yours, right? Right? Sheikh Khalifa's personal fortune is estimated to be around $18 billion. That's enough to buy a fleet of gold-plated yachts and still have enough left over to solve world hunger. I'm just saying. Chapter 5. Mohammed VI of Morocco, the royal investor. Last but certainly not least, we arrive in Morocco, where King Mohammed VI enjoys a royal fortune befitting his title. As the King of Morocco, Mohammed VI controls a vast portfolio of investments in various sectors, including banking, telecommunications, and mining. But wait, there's more. The Moroccan monarchy also owns a sizable chunk of the country's agricultural land, which, as you can imagine, generates a pretty penny. And let's not forget the palaces, the jewels, the art collection. It's good to be the king. All told, King Mohammed VI's net worth is estimated to be around $8 billion. Not too shabby for a guy who inherited the throne from his father. So there you have it, folks. The top 5 richest presidents in the world. 5 men who prove that power and wealth often go hand in hand. But as we've seen, the sources of their fortunes are often murky, shrouded in secrecy and fueled by questionable business practices. It's easy to be dazzled by the glitz and glamour of extreme wealth, but it's important to remember that behind every billion-dollar fortune, there's a system in place that allows such inequality to exist. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing insights into the world's most powerful figures.